Okay, let's start the shit. I'm done with my bullshit.
Let's start the shit. That should be our opening.
Yeah.
Are we swearing on this podcast?
In moderation, because this is a Christian sponsored show. Because as everyone knows, Bigfoot is a devout Catholic.
He's always praying to.
Who's he praying to, Simon?
Big Jesus.
That's stupid.
I couldn't think of anything. Jesus?
It sounds like Jesus.
You're right, it does. Wait, I got it. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Sasquatch.
No.
Okay.
That doesn't really work. It's the Holy Spirit. You can't just be like names like that starts with S, like the Father, the Son, and the Holy Snake, like the Holy shit.
The Father, the Son, and the Holy shit.
Well, that's like why you cross yourself, like Catholic. But Catholics, they do like the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, or something like that.
That's perfect because you can just do Father, Son, Ghost, Bigfoot.
The 4 pieces of the cross. Opening, but I don't know what our opening is.
Okay.
That's it, guys.
There's the opening.
There's the opening.
Alright. Welcome, guys, gals, and non-binary cryptid pals, to Cryptidbits, a podcast delivering tip-top tidbits about curious cryptids and other needless alliterations. I'm Simon.
And I'm Morgan.
And let's just jump right into it. Morgan, my darling.
Yes, dear.
What is this podcast?
So this podcast is brought to you by Blue Apron.
Blue Apron. Get your most Bigfooty meals from Big Apron. Made out of 100% Sasquatch fur.
I think we're selling 2 different things at this moment. So this podcast, I literally don't know what the f*** we do. I literally don't.
Alright.
You've changed the concept like 3 times.
You're right.
I just wanted to come on here so I could tell my dumb jokes and feel, like, important.
Okay. So this is our first episode, so we don't 100% know what it is yet, but we're just gonna wing it. Just figure it out as we go along. But I have a basic idea, and here's what that is. Every week I'm gonna bring up a new cryptid that maybe you haven't heard of before. It's not all just Bigfoots and Mothmans out there in the world. You got your Jersey Devils. Those are pretty well known, actually.
Yeah.
You got your
What's that thing? Owatango?
Watango?
Or Watang? It has
what?
It has tango and
Tango?
And a W. It starts with a W. What?
Are you thinking of Wendigo?
Yeah. Those.
The Watango is its cousin that loves to dance. Anyway, we'll be bringing you a lesser-known cryptid such as the Inkanyamba and, I don't know, maybe the skunk ape.
I just saw what that was, so we can't do that.
No, you didn't see
Oh, yeah, so it was like a bear man with a skunk ass.
Yeah, skunk ape's great, actually.
Skunk ape. You know what Grape Ape? You know Grape Ape?
Yeah, I know Grape Ape.
It's like, imagine that, but it's like, just go skunk ape. Is Grape Ape a cryptid?
Yeah.
Okay, so this podcast is dedicated to the greatest cryptid of them all, Grape Ape.
Pour one out for Grape Ape. Mm-hmm. Rest in peace.
Mm-hmm. Do you think he tasted like grapes? Or he just was grape in color?
He was kin with grapes.
I am kin with Grape Ape. So does that mean in turn make me kin with grapes?
Yes, it's by proxy you're also kin with grapes.
Okay, this is gonna sound like a really weird thing to say,
okay.
But bear with me.
Mm-hmm.
As a kid,
yeah,
I always imagined Grape Ape, if you licked him, to taste like... Okay, so Wonka, a few years ago, I don't even know if they still sell it, they came out with this ice cream. That it was like banana flavored, but it looked like a banana. And it had like this Laffy Taffy like gelatin peel, like on the outside, and you'd peel it and then eat the ice cream that's shaped like a banana on the inside. But they also had this one that it was grape on the outside. It was like a grape gelatin on the outside with the banana on the inside.
Ooh.
So that's what I imagine Grape Ape to taste like. It's like a really gross artificial banana and grape flavor.
Say in the comments what you think Grape Ape tastes like, or add us at Cryptidbits with what you think Grape Ape would taste like if you gave him a little lick.
Be sure when adding us to not add at Cryptidbits Bite,
right,
as they are imposters who wanted to create a podcast with this idea, but failed so 4 years ago. So you guys, this is our show now.
Oh my God. Yeah. So fun fact. When we were looking up Cryptidbits to make sure it wasn't a thing that had been taken, we came across the Twitter account Cryptidbits Bite, which has 1 tweet and 1 retweet, both from 2015. The first one saying, "We are Cryptidbits, a soon-to-be podcast about tidbits on cryptids. Keep a lookout for updates on the first episode. Stay spooky." And then the second one is just a retweet of some other person who says, "Recording Cryptidbits tonight." Yeah, and then there's nothing else. So we figured it was fair. But apologies to whoever started that and then never went through.
You had 4 years. Like,
yeah.
It's our time now.
But yeah, shout out to at Cryptidbits Bite and at Daedrew Glitter. Rest in peace.
I hope they're actually dead.
Yeah. Can we get an F in the chat? Thank you. So moving on. So this week's cryptid, our first ever cryptid.
Oh wait, we never actually did explain the show. So basically,
oh yeah,
Simon knows a lot about cryptids, cause he's the love child of Lauren Coleman and Bigfoot. Little known fact. Lauren Coleman procreated with a Bigfoot, and that's how Simon was born.
Yeah.
So he knows
emerged.
Yeah. From Bigfoot belly.
Yeah.
So Simon knows a lot. I know nothing except for Bigfoot, Mothman, and the Jersey Devil.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
And Grape Ape.
Grape Ape. Fun fact, Jersey Devil used to give me nightmares as a kid. So the whole premise is... Did I say that word right?
The whole premise?
The whole premise is Simon is going to give me the name of a cryptid.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to explain to all you lovely listeners at home what I believe this cryptid is.
Yeah.
And then, is that the whole plot? Is there more?
No, there's more.
There's more. There might be more.
Bits.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Optional Cryptidbits. Hey.
Oh, very good.
Okay.
Alright. So I'm on the Cryptid Wiki, cryptids.fandom.com, and I've got...
I'm kind of sad that it doesn't have a more creative name.
Well, it's cryptids with a Z, so...
That's worse.
But I've got a hot and steamy cryptid right here to give to you, to hand you on a silver platter.
Wow.
This
is special.
So, this week's cryptid is... Hodag! Hodag. So, what do you think of when you hear the fearsome name Hodag?
When I hear Hodag,
Mm-hmm.
I think of like the South.
Okay.
I think of southern food.
Uh-huh.
I get a little bit of a Hush Puppies vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But we're talking about like cryptids, not
I get
food.
What are the pound puppies?
Pound puppies. Oh yeah.
I get hush puppies and pound puppies mixed up.
Pound puppies? Okay, not to go off, but they're the most cruel toy you could ever get your child. They're just like this little animal.
Yeah.
There's some pound kitties too, and they have like the saddest expression.
Mm-hmm.
And you just give it to your kid. It's not be like, hey, congratulations, you're learning how that it's important to adopt animals from shelters. You're just giving them a sad creature and being like, nurture him, you sad little 5-year-old who doesn't understand the world and what euthanasia is. Enjoy him.
I hear pound puppy, I think, wow, that's a light puppy.
What?
Only weighs 1 pound.
Hilarious.
Keep that in. Anyway.
Yeah,
so the South.
Yeah, so I think it's from the South. I think it's...
Is it because of the dag part?
Is a dag a Southern thing?
I don't know. You know, they're like... It's called a Hodag because that's what you say when you see it. It's Hodag. That's a cryptid.
No, I just think, like, the sound is, like, better in a Southern accent.
Yeah.
So I think, like... I don't know the United States that well. Thank you, public education system.
Okay.
I think, like, Louisiana area. So that'd be, like, maybe, like, Kentucky.
Okay.
But I say Louisiana because I see it in my head as, like, a swamp creature. Like...
A swamp creature. Right.
Yeah.
Let's get into the look of the fearsome Hodag.
So,
He's a swampy boy.
Yeah, so, like, have you ever seen, like, you know, Sid Murraycroft?
Yeah.
So, you know, Sidman the Sea Monster?
Yes. I actually just watched it the other day.
Like, the new one or the old one?
I had the old one. I watched the theme song for it.
Good.
Insert the theme song for Sigmund the Sea Monster here. Now Sigmund the Sea Monster.
So I see it as a mix between that and do you remember Bananas in Pajamas?
No.
Okay.
I know of Bananas and Pajamas separately, but not as one united thing.
You've never seen the show Bananas in Pajamas?
No.
Okay. So they're all, pretty much that's a whole another cryptid episode. It's
That's
like
a whole other cryptid episode.
It is. So it's okay. How do I explain this? There's these two brothers, and they're anthropomorphic bananas, and they're all in like fursuits, but not like furries fursuits, just like Chuck E. Cheese fursuits type thing. And they're giant bananas wearing blue striped pajamas.
Are they banana furries?
No, they are not. They're bananas in pajamas. And then there's these 3 teddy bears that are like, again, just people in like teddy bear suits, and I'm not sure if they live with them or like what the deal is there, but they're friends.
Mm.
And then there's this purple anthropomorphic rat boy too.
Ooh,
but anyways,
okay.
I'm going off topic. There's this episode with the two
get to the point.
There's this episode where these the two banana bros.
Banana bros.
They go. Ooh, I just realized how gay that show is. Anyways, they go to the beach.
We'll do another episode dissecting the homoerotic themes of bananas and pajamas.
I think we should. So they go to the beach, and then there's all this seaweed. And they get covered in seaweed, and then they pretend to be a sea monster. I think the show's British or Australian. Because I just remember their accents. But anyways, and then they run into a real sea monster, and it's just like this, like, big old boy with, like, seaweed coming off him. So I see the Hodag is just, like, this creature that's just, like, covered in, like, swampy moss and shit, and he's just like,
Alright, I'm gonna bring up a picture. See if I can find the sea monster.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, ooh. Alright.
I remember it being more fearsome in my head, but I was 3 when I watched this show.
Well, that's just them, right?
Yeah.
Let's skip to the... I just found the full episode here on YouTube.
This is our new episode, guys. It's just us dissecting Bananas in Pajamas.
This is from the Bananas in Pajamas official YouTube channel.
They're letting their official, like, the official channel is letting their full episodes be on YouTube for free.
Yeah.
Before, you could only get them on VHS, wherever VHS and DVDs are sold. Or Blockbuster. Pour one out for Blockbuster.
Pour one out. Wait.
It's not the full episode! It's the first 6 minutes! There's so much more.
Wow. Looks like the Bananas in Pajamas sea monster is also a cryptid.
I know, it's real! Bananas and Pajama fans.
Please find a picture of the Bananas in Pajamas sea monster and send it to us at Cryptidbits.
Or at our email, cryptidbitshow@gmail.com. I know he's real.
He's the real cryptid.
Side note. Let's make this a thing.
Okay.
Okay. While discussing cryptids, let's make it that we have to find a cryptid. So let's find the elusive Bananas in Pajamas sea monster cryptid.
During the podcast?
Yeah, it's gonna be like it'll be like a weekly thing, and it'll be a weekly update. And by the end
by the next episode, we'll have found them.
Or like it's an ongoing quest throughout the episodes.
I see.
And the saga will end when we have found him.
Okay.
But it's up to you. Yes,
you the listener.
Yeah. Help us find him.
This is real audience engagement. This is good.
This is better than your idea.
You're right. So the Hodag. Covered in seaweed.
Yeah. Well, no, not seaweed. He's covered in like swamp moss. He lives in Louisiana swamps. He's just like chilling.
Okay.
He's like a little bog monster, a little swamp monster.
Just a sweet little swamp boy.
I'm also getting the vibe that he might be from the woods, the mountains, or a little gremlin.
Okay, well you gotta focus in.
But like, those are just like other things that are probably more truer, but I've already established him as a bog monster and I can't give that up.
Yeah.
Are you gonna show it to me now?
No, we haven't reached that point.
How long is this gonna go on?
We have to fully define your vision of the Hodag.
I think I fully defined him.
How tall is he?
Bigfoot tall. No, wait.
Tall. Like human size?
Yeah.
Okay. And he's like just like this big lumbering. But he's like the swamp thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Put up a picture of the swamp thing.
Like that. Only the moss like is more like hanging. Like it kind of just hangs off of him.
Alright. Is Hodag a hoe?
I don't know. I didn't really think that far. I think that's his personal business. Or their personal business, I don't know.
Well, you gotta define it.
Well,
this is your OC now.
No, it's a thing. It can't be my OC,
no,
do not steal.
This is what the
Okay,
podcast is about. You take the name and create your own original character.
I think he fits to survive. But I don't think he's just a hoe. Like, I think
he has a purpose.
He has a purpose.
He has a drive. Alright. So the Hodag. This is Morgan's trademark Hodag. Big boy, maybe 7 feet tall.
Yeah, like
covered in big swampy boy.
Swampy.
Covered in swamp moss. Green.
Green, like earthy tones. Like green.
Earthy tone.
Green.
Maybe he has like is covered in moss that's green, but like the rest of it is brown.
Yeah, like browns and greens, darker greens.
Okay. And he's very sexual. He has to survive.
Well,
but with a purpose.
But like every animal to survive.
Yeah, but with the Hodag.
I think that's a little bit of a Simon insert, but I'll allow it.
Okay. I think I might also like draw a picture of the cryptid that Morgan comes up with each week, so I'll put that up on the screen now.
Yay.
That's the Hodag. Alright. So now that we have a defined Morgan Hodag, I'm going to show you what the actual Hodag looks like.
That is No, I just saw it.
Hold on,
That is the most faked cryptid. Like...
But he's a good boy.
He's a good boy. He looks like a boy from Where the Wild Things Are.
He does.
I can't figure out if he's made of wood, made of clay, or someone that dressed up their dog. But he's good.
Also, his name kind of sounds like hot dog a bit.
Yeah, it does. And also I saw on the Cryptid Wiki that he's also sometimes referred to as... Oh, wait.
A fearsome critter. I wanted to say that so bad. It's the first line on the Cryptid Wiki.
Oh, wait. Never mind. Okay, so I thought his name was Oxo. No. This isn't... No. This is me being a dumbass. So, in parentheses, it said hoax, and I thought that was his alternative name. But then I realized by looking at this picture that it's just confirming that he is, in fact, a hoax.
So, the Hodag is one of many cryptids that are confirmed hoaxes. So, like, for instance, the Fiji monkey, I'm sure you've heard of.
The Fiji monkey is... Well, wasn't it originally the mermaid thing?
Oh, yeah, sorry, Fiji mermaid, not Fiji monkey.
It's just a monkey with, like, a fish turned to it.
Yeah. I like Fiji monkey, too.
I think P.T. Barnum put it on display because he's an insensitive like that. Can we make a whole episode of the podcast dedicated to what P.T. Barnum did to...
dunking on P.T. Barnum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I just hate him, and I think his only redeeming quality was he was played by Hugh Jackman.
That's his only redeeming quality. Truly, Hugh Jackman can redeem anyone.
I'm not going to get into that intellectual argument, but that's taking a lot of liberties.
Yeah. Disclaimer, Hugh Jackman cannot redeem everyone. If you're seeking for for Demel, do not seek for Hugh Jackman. He cannot help you.
Well, he can, but
To an extent.
To an extent.
Plus, he has, Hugh Jackman, he has people coming in every day asking to be redeemed. He's Hollywood's Jesus. Yeah. There's just the Church of Hugh Jackman. You just go in.
I wanna be a part of that religion.
Yeah. Huge...
It's just stained glass window of Hugh Jackman with robes.
Yeah, you wear the Wolverine costume?
No.
And you go in?
No.
Yeah.
That's
far away.
No.
Yeah. Improv is yes and Morgan. You gotta work with me.
I don't like that idea. No one should wear the cloth that is worn by the almighty god, Hugh Jackman.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
You know what's weird is Hugh Jackman basically never wore anything. Like, he never wore the Wolverine costume.
He never wore the Wolverine costume.
Yeah, I mean, he just is Wolverine, you know?
Yeah.
He doesn't need it.
Okay.
He just embodies Wolverine.
Okay.
Did you know that actually the metal things that come out of his hands, that wasn't an effect. He just has those.
Repeat that?
You know the metal things?
It was a joke, okay. I wasn't laughing.
Do you want me to say it again so you can laugh?
No, I think we're good here.
My comedy is being wasted. So, the Hodag.
The best part about his comedy is he'll edit it to make it look like I'm laughing at all his jokes.
I'll just, give me a little laugh here.
Bleh.
Alright, we'll just put that up. That'll be our censor sound.
Bleh. Wait, let me get a clear audio.
Okay.
Bleh.
Alright. Perfect. So we'll just put that up. All the swears Morgan's always doing. So back to the Hodag.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So, in 1893, I'm just reading from the wiki here. In 1893, newspapers reported the discovery of a Hodag in Vinelander, Wisconsin. So you were kind of close in location.
No. Do you know the continental United States at all?
No.
Okay. So.
But I mean, you did guess that it was in America.
Yeah. Okay, so let's think of the United States as a person.
I often do. I think of it as my loving mother.
So if Wisconsin's your head, then Louisiana's your foot.
Mm.
So I'm not close.
Okay. But same continent.
Yeah.
So the Bohack had the head of a frog. So wonderful.
It doesn't look like a frog.
It doesn't really in the picture. But
in the picture, it looks more like a bulldog.
But this is just the report of it.
Mm-hmm.
It had the head of a frog, the grinning face of a giant elephant, thick short legs set off by huge claws.
Stop.
Yeah.
The grinning face of a giant elephant.
Yes.
Elephants can't grin.
I think
they have huge ass noses.
they can grin behind the noses.
And how would a frog?
I think it just means like a large grin.
Okay.
Okay. Like how elephants are big. Also, look at this picture of an elephant.
Oh my god, that's the cutest thing ever!
Yeah, that's actually amazing.
That's actually adorable.
Put that in. Alright. But so it had a big old smile, thick short legs set off by huge claws, the back of a dinosaur, and a long tail with spears at the end.
Okay, so just more dinosaurs.
Yeah. Okay, so apparently, the reports were instigated by well-known Wisconsin timber cruiser and prankster Eugene Shepard, who rounded up a group of local people to capture the animal. The group reported that they needed to use dynamite to kill the beast.
I love America.
A photograph of the remains of the charred beast was released to the media. It was the fiercest, strangest, most frightening monster ever to set razor-sharp claws on the earth. It became extinct after its main food source, all-white bulldogs, became scarce in the area.
It looks like it would eat itself. It looks like just like a giant black bulldog.
Yeah. But they found out it was a hoax. Apparently when they displayed it, it had connected wires to it, and Shepard would occasionally move it. Jiggle a little bit. You know?
So wait, like they captured it and they displayed it somewhere?
Yeah, they did. They displayed it at the first Oneida County Fair.
That's great.
But what's great about the Hodag is there's this stupid little prank, basically.
Well,
right?
yeah, but it was the 1800s and they had nothing better to do.
Yeah, and also, you know, it got him money. But
So
afterwards...
just to let you know, kids at home, even cryptids are controlled by capitalism.
That's true.
Communism is just a red herring.
Communism was the real cryptid all along.
Can we talk about Clue?
Now?
I just want to say I love Tim Curry and I love the movie Clue. And
This could have been like a 10-minute episode.
It probably will be when you cut all the shit out of it.
So after all this, the Hodag became the official symbol of Rhinelander, Wisconsin, and is the mascot of Rhinelander High School.
I feel like I've heard about this.
Yeah, look at that big statue.
That's great.
I know, it's wonderful. And the city.
It doesn't look a lot like the original picture, though.
Yeah, honestly,
it looks more like reptilian. Whereas this one, like the original image, looks more canine.
Yeah.
So it's probably an animal pelt on like something if he was able to make it move.
Yeah, probably. So the city of Rhinelander's website calls Rhinelander the home of the Hodag. Yeah, and it's just great. I love him. Let me give you some quick examples of the Hodag in popular culture.
Okay.
The Hodag was in Pathfinder, which is a role-playing game in the 3rd Bestiary. It was used as a villain in the Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated episode, The Hodag of Horror, with its vocal effects provided by D. Bradley Baker. So if you want to know what the Hodag sounds like, it sounds like D. Bradley Baker. And it appears as one of the monsters in the Harry Potter franchise.
It does, like, in the books or the movies? Because I remember it from the movies. It's got it. Wait! Harry Potter takes place in England. How is this canonical? This is not canon. I will not stand for J.K. Rowling's Twitter insert. Bullshit.
That's probably why they didn't include it in the movie.
Yeah, J.K. Rowling just wrote about it on Twitter last week. Just kidding, J.K.
She was like, hey guys, just wanted to let you all know that the Hodag is gay.
That's why I think J.K. Rowling stands for just kidding, because she's always posting stupid facts about her Harry Potter universe.
That was a good one. That was a good roast. You just got roasted, J.K. There's a nice picture of it from Pottermore, though.
Ooh, again, does not look like the original image, but I'm digging it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Hodag.
Vote online for which cryptid is your favorite, mine or the original, whatever it is. Don't vote for the Pottermore one, because that's not accepted, though it's a really cool character design.
Yeah. We'll put up a Twitter poll on @Cryptidbits. Place your vote after the episode.
Yeah. And then if you want to reach out to us, email us at cryptidbitshow@gmail.com. And to find our individual social medias,
I'm @Simon etc.
And I'm @Morgachino, everywhere except for Instagram, where I'm Morgachino.
Because could you not snag it or something?
I could not snag it. And then I think at some point in my life I'd made an Instagram called Morgachino Morgie, which was stupid. So it's Morgachino now.
Yeah, so find us there.
Watch my game music video.
Subscribe to the Cryptidbits channel, which you're probably listening to this on right now.
Follow us everywhere.
Yeah.
Not in real life.
Not in real life. Don't stalk us.
Yeah.
But yeah, we hope you liked the first episode. We'll see you next time. Pouring out for Grape Ape.
Stay spooky.
Stay spooky.